So seared lamb chops with a cherry gastrique all on top of a bed of vegetable medley. I'm gonna show you guys step by step how to do this. It sounds intricate and crazy, but I'll show you very simply how to do this at home. Here's what we've got for ingredients. Yellow squash, zucchini, red onion, dried cherries, sugar, cherry wine, not sherry, cherry. Bah! Here's how we're gonna clean our lamb. Right here, we're gonna use a string. It's a little trick, takes a little bit of practice, but check this out. So take one string, wrap it around the bone. And then you're gonna literally just pull down, hold the bone with this finger and pull. And it'll strip it clean just like that. You're gonna do that to every single one of these. Okay, now we come between these two bones here, and we're gonna go straight down, and we're gonna separate this, and we're gonna have our little chops or lollipops, just like that, and try to go as straight down as possible so you have an even cut all the way through. We're gonna start on the gastrique. Get a sauce pot with a nice thick bottom on it. Here we go. All right, water, sugar, on a medium heat. We don't want this burning. We're gonna just let this slowly start to melt down, and what we're gonna have is like a light caramel color. Take a wooden spoon, and you're just gonna very easily stir to get the sugar incorporated in the water. You don't want to stir this throughout the process. You want this to just naturally do its thing. We're gonna just keep continuing to cook like this until we get a light blonde color. We're not gonna go fully caramel on this. We're just gonna get a nice light blonde color. Watch your heat. You don't want this getting too hot. You want it to gradually start to change color. So nice low bubbles. Do not touch it at this point. Let it just do its thing. We're gonna stir it with a whisk in just a few minutes, but we're not gonna touch it while it's changing color. Okay, right here's the color we're looking for. Now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add my cherry wine. Keep stirring. It's gonna solidify. Don't worry. It's gonna melt back down again. Just keep stirring it until all that sugar completely melts back into the wine. Alright, so we're going to let this go for about another 5 minutes. We're going to let that sugar completely melt down again, and also let this alcohol cook out. Okay, so nice slow bubbles. That's exactly what we're going for. All the sugar has re-emulsified into the wine. We're looking for a nice syrupy consistency here. So we're going to let this go down nice and slow. So gastriques are sugar and usually vinegar reductions. In this case, I'm not using vinegar, I'm using the wine as my vinegar substitute. So at the end, we're gonna have this nice cherry syrupy glaze to put across our lamb chops. We're gonna finish this with our dried cherries. Okay, so now my bubbles are starting to get a lot bigger. That's an indication to me. I'm gonna drop my cherries in. And we're basically gonna just break these cherries down. A couple minutes in here, just to release their flavor and soften them up a little bit. And I'm also gonna hit this with a pinch of salt. Okay, gastrique is done. Set that aside. We're gonna go on to sauteing the lamb chops now. Okay, all we're gonna do to these is salt and pepper on both sides. So I have some fat trimmings. I'm just gonna go ahead. It's just the lamb fat, and I'm gonna basically glaze up the pan with this. It's very important. We're gonna cook this super hot. All we're doing is searing on each side because I want these to be a medium rare at most. Like honestly, I like my lamb rare, but I'm gonna go medium rare for the family. But you wanna just sear it for like 2 minutes on each side. Some of them are a little bit thicker, so we're gonna see, but it might even only be a minute on each side. Here we go, super hot pan. Got our nice lamb fat in there. We're gonna sear these, like I said, for about a minute to 2 minutes on each side. Okay, so lamb's down. Make sure the bone is touching the pan. We want to get this meat up here cooked. It's very, very, very high heat. We're only going to cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. No more than 3 minutes, unless you're trying to go like mid-well. If you want a nice mid-rare, it's only going to take about 2 minutes each side. Okay, lamb is all seared, set that aside. Now we're gonna start on our veggies. So now in the same exact pan, I'm gonna put some fat down again. We're gonna cook off our vegetables in this pan. We're gonna sear these high heat as well. The way we dice them, they're not gonna take long to cook. We're just gonna get some color on them and get them tender. So I'm using this fat to re-grease my pan. Here we go, onions first. Zucchini, squash. I'm gonna drop my heat down a little bit. And we're gonna let these finish cooking about 4 to 5 minutes. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna drop just a tiny bit of butter. Now at the end, we're gonna just hit this with some salt and pepper, a few pinches. Okay, we're ready to plate. Everything is ready. Your gastrique might be a little thick. You're probably gonna have to reheat that just a little bit. I have some fresh chiffonade mint that I'm gonna finish this entire plate with. And that's how you make lamb chops look sexy.